Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is PD Proudlock, and it is the player ratings from yesterday's 1-1 draw away to Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park. I really apologise if my voice sounds a bit funny, because I think I've lost my voice a little bit from yesterday. I think I really have. I mean, to go and visit Selhurst Park for the very first time. It was a great experience. The atmosphere there was absolutely amazing as well. Inside the ground, in the concourse bit of the ground as well, and also going down on the coach as well. The atmosphere was absolutely fantastic as well. It really was. That was definitely the best day of yesterday. The atmosphere, it really was. It was a great experience as well, because that's the first time I've visited Selhurst Park as well, so that is an away ground ticked off. But where I was sitting, it just wasn't the greatest view of all time. It just really wasn't at all. But it was still a great day out. It really was. That's what it's all about on a match day. Just, you know, you're having a day out, a long day out as well. You're not getting back till late as well. And that is the main thing. That is what it normally is about on a match day as well. It really is. The performance-wise, it wasn't so great, I must say. That was the thing. First half, really poor it was. It really was. Giving the ball away a lot of the time. Not a lot of chances, I must say, from both sides as well. So, there you are. Second half, it did get a bit better, I must say, but still not a great performance. I mean, I thought Benteke bullied us. He bullied our defence, and that is our core main problem at this moment of our time. Well, one of the main problems, because the way we're conceding goals, we've not kept a clean sheet this season, and with this needs sorting out. It really does. Graham Jones, since Steve Bruce got sacked, he's only had 3 days 3 days to get things prepared, so he hasn't really had an awful lot of time, you could say. But hopefully he gets those players in the training ground from tomorrow and gets them prepared for Chelsea. I mean, his comments after the game, I would say he definitely said a lot of the right things as well, not compared to what Steve Bruce was saying here. My word. So, but Palace did go in front through Benteke with a header. The market's dreadful though. As I mentioned, the defence is all over the place. It really is. We scored a cracking overhead kick through Callum Wilson. That was brilliant, and as soon as that went in, the fans just went absolutely wild. They really did, indeed, and that was brilliant. It was, to get that equaliser, because normally when we go behind under Steve Bruce, we just seem to cave in a lot of the time. That's what we really were doing. Or we do get back into the game, but then we'll fall apart again. But we didn't really do that. So Palace did go back in front through Benteke again. He had a glorious opportunity before that as well, which he slotted wide. He's not been the same player, Benteke. He just really hasn't. Because if another good striker was playing, that would have been in the back of the net. It really would have been the back of the net. And he thought he got Palace a second goal as well, but it was disallowed for a foul. It was the right decision, and because Kieran Clark was being pulled back, and the referee went to check the monitor himself, and he said, goal's got to be ruled out. There's a foul in the box. So that was ruled out, and that was a relief for us. So VAR saved us getting a point in that game. But hopefully there will be improvements for next week against Chelsea, even though it's going to be a really hard game and we're probably not going to expect to get anything out from it. But hopefully Graham Jones can get these players in for training and just get them prepared for Chelsea as well, definitely so. But before I get into the player ratings, there is something I do want to get off my chest. Now, if anyone didn't see, in the Crystal Palace crowd, there was a banner complaining about our takeover with the human rights, etc. All I'm going to say is just grow a pair of balls. I mean, how way, man. We needed change at this football club in terms of ownership because it's been so bad for the past 14 years, and this new ownership is really serious about investing into our club. The whole human rights thing, we're not going to get involved with that. But what I will say is, what about the other football clubs that have owners that come from countries with not so good human rights? You haven't questioned them, have you? So there you are. I think it's majority all down to jealousy that we've got this takeover, and they are serious about investing in our football club. They really, really are. So there. But now I'm going to get into the player ratings now. So start off in goal, Caldolo. Didn't have a lot to do, I must say. He managed to catch a few crosses that were coming into the box. Saves he didn't have to pull an awful lot off as well. So, because I thought Palace were wasting their chances a lot. They really, really were. So, decent from Caldolo. Knew what he had to do at times in terms of coming for balls when crosses were coming in. So I'm going to give him a 6. Now I'm going to go into the 3 centre-backs. Yes, Graham Jones actually did go 5 at the back, which I was very, very surprised about, I must say. So here you are. But I kind of understand what he was trying to do something a little bit different here. So right centre back, and that was Emil Kraft, and I was very, very shocked that he came into the start lineup. But I thought his performance wasn't too bad. I thought it really, really wasn't. I certainly do not rate the bloke at all. I really, really don't. But it wasn't too bad yesterday from him. I would say he was managed to get a few tackles in, and yeah. So I'm going to give Emil Kraft a 5. Next are the centre-backs in the middle, and that was the captain, Jamal Lascelles, and he looked very shaky as well. He was getting bullied by Benteke, and he put a rash tackle in, which he was yellow-carded for as well. And that is not what a captain should be doing. It really, really shouldn't be as well. So Jamal Lascelles, he's going to get a 4. In the last of the centre-backs, and that was Kieran Clark, and there's just something not right with the lad. There really, really isn't. He looks finished. He really looks finished at this moment of time. I would be looking to take him out against Chelsea as well, possibly along with Jamal Lascelles as well. And I would possibly look to get the likes of Fabian Schär and Fernandes back in the side as well. Well, what has happened with Clark? He's gone way, way backwards. He looks like he's finished. He's getting beat far too easily at times. That is the thing. So Kieran Clark, he gets a 3. And now I'm going to go into the wing backs. So on the right hand side, it was Javier Manquillo, and he tried. He really, really did try. Again, wasn't as effective as what we have been seeing, but he was trying. And you could tell he's deserved that opportunity. He really, really has indeed. So I'm going to give Javier Manquillo a 5 because I thought he really, really tried out there yesterday. He did. In the left wing back spot, that was Matt Ritchie, and that was absolutely poor. It really, really was poor indeed. He looks finished as well. He really, really does. I mean, he's not a defender. He's getting beat far too easily. And when Zaha came on the pitch, I was worried. I was really, really worried him as well. And I thought Zaha was managing to beat him quite a few times as well. So Matt Ritchie gets a 3 from me. Really poor from him yesterday. He looks like he's done as well at this club. I will be looking at getting Jamal Lewis in the lineup against Chelsea on Saturday as well. Something not right with Ritchie as well. So that is why Matt Ritchie was getting a 3, because the performance was poor yesterday. It just really, really was. Now into the midfield roles. So first of all, I'm going to go with Isaac Hayden, and it still wasn't great. It just really, really wasn't. Again, he's not getting those tackles in than what he should be, and try to protect the defence as well. So, but hopefully Graham Jones can look to work on that in training before Chelsea, and I think he will. I think he really, really will look to do that before we play Chelsea next Saturday. So Isaac Hayden, I'm going to give him a 4. Next in the midfield roles, and that was Sean Longstaff. And again, it just wasn't great. He looks like he's going backwards completely as well, Sean Longstaff. And that is the frustrating thing as well. He was giving the ball away a lot yesterday. I really thought, and some of his passing wasn't great yesterday. So Sean Longstaff, he gets a 4 as well. In the midfield roles, and that was Ryan Fraser. Very surprised he came into the start lineup, but I was glad he did because I think he deserved an opportunity. But I thought he was very ineffective throughout the game yesterday. Didn't do it really a lot. He just really didn't. As well, he was quite anonymous, I thought, throughout the game. Ryan Fraser, he just really was, and tried to play long balls to him a lot. I mean, he looks about 5 foot odd on the pitch. Sorry, but just very ineffective from him yesterday. So he gets a 3. And now the attacking 2 up front. So first of all, I'm going to go with ASM. And that was utterly dreadful yesterday from ASM. One of his worst games I've seen him play at this football club. I think Palace identified him as our main threat. They really did. He was losing the ball far too many times yesterday. His passing looked well off at times. And there was one time where he received the ball and he looked like he had the touch of a trampoline. He really did. And that was very surprising to see, because that was awful yesterday from ASM. It really was. ASM, he gets a 2. That was awful from him yesterday. Really one of his worst games I've seen him play yesterday, ASM. So that is why he gets a 2 from me. And the last player up front, and that was Callum Wilson. And that overhead kick was absolutely brilliant. It really was. The way he did that, wow, and the keeper was beating all ends up. Had no chance of getting that. What a goal that was. Absolutely brilliant. And where would we be without him as well? Yes, even though we're still in the bottom 3, but his goals have so far, have kept us kind of going from last season. We are on the bottom 3, but we definitely wouldn't have the amount of goals if it wasn't for him as well. So there you are. Callum Wilson, I'm giving him a 7. Because that overhead kick yesterday was brilliant. It really was. And it was absolutely fantastic. So that is why I'm giving him a 7. And now the substitutions. So we did bring on Miggy and Joe Willock were the first 2 that came on. And Miggy, I thought, did all pretty well when he come on. He received the ball. He was taking on some of the Crystal Palace players. And he was getting balls at the box as well. And I was very shocked he didn't start on Saturday as well, I must say. But I thought he did pretty well, Miggy. So I'm going to give him a 6. Joe Willock, not an awful lot. Again, the confidence still looks shot a bit at the moment. But again, hopefully Graham Jones gets something done in training to see the Joe Willock, what we have been seen from last season, and get him performing back to what he had, to his best again. Hopefully Graham Jones will look to do that. So Joe Willock gets a 4 in the last substitution, and that was Joe Linton, but only came on with about 10 minutes remaining so of the game left, so I'm not going to mark him. His hold of play at times again wasn't so bad. His passing was a little bit sloppy, but because he wasn't on for an awful lot of time, I'm not going to mark him. And now I'm going to go into Graham Jones, and I'm going to give him a 5. The lineup, you could question it, but I could kind of understand what he was trying to do. Look to try and do something different, as well. We didn't lose the game, as well, which was the good thing, as well. So there you are. So that's why I'm going to give Graham Jones a 5. So that is my player ratings. Let me know down as always in the comments section. Do you agree with what I've gone with? If you were to change any of them, let me know as always and why. Tomorrow, 8 o'clock on the Toon Review YouTube channel, we have the 4 Horsemen of the Toon. So hopefully we're going to have a big laugh on there tomorrow night. We'll be talking about the game definitely as well. So keep tuning in tomorrow, 8 p.m. if you fancy a laugh on a Monday night. Thank you for watching. Of course, don't forget to give this video a like. Please drop your comments in as well. Of course, if you haven't checked me out before, please do hit that subscribe button. And I shall catch you all later. Take care. Well, and what did you think of the game yesterday? First game under Graham Jones. Were you down there, as well? And let me know what you thought of it, as well. And yeah, I think it was a point that we desperately needed.